edition of Student of the Game. I'm your boy Ro, contributor for State of the U and OG member for the Orange Bowl Boys. So, brand new series. We're going to take on 2021 quarterbacks with University of Miami Hurricane offers. On deck, batting leadoff, Aaron McLaughlin. This 6'4", 225-pound prototypical pro-style dynamo from Denmark High School. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead in this first play and see what we got underneath the hood. What are we noticing right here? On the back end, you're going to have 4 flat secondary defenders. If I'm looking at this third level, this is going to look like it's quarters coverage, and that's exactly what it kind of looks like. You're also seeing that, hey, they're only rushing 3 defenders. Now, in a quarterback, I like that. It gives me some security. You know, here we go. We have at least 5 offensive linemen to block. That means I have a little bit of time. I don't necessarily have to rush this if the route doesn't mandate it. Now, this is when I could tell he's got some higher level coaching. First, when he hits his back step, he's balanced. He's not over his back foot. He's in a strong athletic base position. And then we're going to watch the feet. There you go. Just chop and put it down. This isn't happy feet. This is just what's being taught. It's real easy to reset, gather, throw, keep your balance, keep your momentum, and moving than it is just standing there in a pocket, standing still. So I don't want people watching this thinking, oh man, this kid's got happy feet. I promise you he knows that there's only 3 rushing him. Okay, now extend the pocket. Now difficulty alert. Once again, right-handers going away from their natural throwing side. This is a little bit more difficult. Now we're going to launch right here around the 45-yard line. Okay, 45 right here. And let's see where the ball goes. Bang! 55 in the air, opposite side. Let's watch this again because I really, really like this frame. Let's see if I can catch it. Right here. Bro, put that on a poster, boy. Can Aaron McLaughlin run the spread? Well, I like the term operate in the spread, but let's define our runner, shall we? You have a home run threat. You have that kid that can put his foot in the dirt and score from essentially anywhere on the field once he decides to run the ball. You're De'Ara King for University of Miami Hurricanes transfer quarterback this year. And then you have a type who's athletic enough that can keep defenses honest and can pick up chunk yardage, especially when you garner the numbers that a spread offense can give you. And that's exactly what we have here. And what else am I noticing? This defense, they respect McLaughlin's throwing ability, because what do we have? This X wide receiver here to the boundary, well, he's got a 2-for-1, and look at how far off this safety is. 15 yards off the ball. So this is what you have here. Now, I love this horizontal pressure pre-snap because you got the number 2 wide receiver out here on the hash, and you're essentially taking 3 on 2, leaving only 6 in the box defenders. Well, when you are in this 11-set personnel and you have a quarterback who can also run, you just out-leveraged them 8-6. So, a little QB lead. Let's pull the guard for good measure. He gets his block. Athletic enough. Boom. This is going to be a touch pass money alert. But before we get there, let's look at the protection and the pressure, shall we? And what do we notice about the pressure? Walk-up defenders are showing double A-gap pressure, which is going to come. You have one defender going to the left of the center and one to the right. Now, something else that's a little fishy and suspicious. You have this 2-technique defensive tackle, and find your other defensive tackle, and when he's shaded outside his guard, there you got these 2 walk-up defenders. They're trying to outnumber you 4-on-3 on the interior. But I think the Denmark High School offensive coordinator's seen this on film because this protection was money, and they're going to go max protection. Now pay attention to your running back now. There you go. Right there. And I really like this. He keeps his head up. He knows his blitz responsibility. He has his blitz pickup. He sells his play fake a little short, a little quick in order to go ahead and get the more immediate threat, this blitzing A-gap defender. Now, as a quarterback, here's your route combo. On the outside, you have a post. Your Z was running to go, and you had a slot out. All you have to do is find your single low safety who has his hips in the wrong direction, and I'll take care of the rest. Bang. So one of the staples of an air raid offense is what's known as an option route, or two-way go, something that a wide receiver is going to have an option to run based on the coverage. And that's exactly what happens here in this 2-by-2 look 10 set personnel. The quarterback, right? What's even more impressive about this is the fact that he's going to throw this eventual 17 to 15 yard comeback on the wide side of the field. But let's watch it. Right here, DB gets his hips turned. He's over the top. He's playing off man coverage. I mean, Miami Hurricane fans are going to remember this from the D'Onofrio years, right? Your DBs played on ESPN, but your secondary played on ESPN too. Now, watch this wide receiver. He knows he's not going to get on top of his DB, so he starts to whip his head around, and the quarterback's going to take it from here. I'm going to throw you open. And does he ever? Money. So this is going to be an RPO, and I really like McLaughlin's ability to stay tall in the pocket here, his pocket presence, and ultimately his decision to throw this ball, especially the way he's got to navigate the defenders here on the second level. And why am I calling this an RPO? Just watching this right tackle right here, the way he's flying off the ball, that's essentially a run block. And when you have this cross block across the formation, that's not your typical high school pass protection type of thing. Now, also pay attention to the quarterback's vision. What is he reading and who is he reading? He's reading this defender right here. And he has a good feeling that he can still hit this slant window, which he does. He pulls the ball. He's got him in no man's land. And look at this throw. Right on the money for a slant. Even though you had a DB draped on the back of the defender, that's some good accuracy. That's putting the ball where only your wide receiver can make a play. That was very good stuff. On this clip right here, I really wanted to focus on Aaron McLaughlin's fundamentals, and we're kind of going to watch this in a bit of a reverse order. We're going to get it from this throwing mechanic still shot. We're going to let the clip unwind, and then we're going to go ahead and backtrack. But I really like this frame because this shows me something. Right here, when you get to this athletic position, when you have your ball in this, what this is going to tell me is that you're essentially not going to rob yourself by getting to zero. And what I mean by zero is your arm action is going to be higher up in the slot. And essentially, you're using more of your shoulder muscles to throw, more of your arm muscles. In this position, he's going to start what's known as a kinematic sequence. He's using ground force energy, and he's going to use his core. This is very, very commonplace to hitting as well, just being into a firm athletic position. Now, from here, you're just going to see right there. See how his hips, and this is how you can see it post-fact. Look at his backside foot coming through. That's how I know he's not really robbing himself from the ground up, but rather building himself from the ground up. This is going to be a nice touch pass, touchdown over the top. Now let's back this up just a little bit. There you go. There's that frame. I really like that. And right back to the beginning. Here you go. At the snap of the ball, too, this is going to be a gun 3. Now, I will say that a center snaps the ball a little bit left of center, so it kind of carried him initially into that direction. But watch, this wasn't his first read. Look at his vision. His vision is taking him this way. What do you think this does with the free safety? So he's got good head discipline. He knows how to use that head warfare. And when he gets to that back gun 3, there it is. He's still vertical. He's not over his back foot. He's not robbing himself his power. This is good. He's in a nice, relaxed position. And once again, and then there you go. Over the top delivery, nice throw, nice touch. I really like this from a fundamental standpoint. This is the little stuff that you could pay attention to on film. And this lets me know that he's working with somebody. Somebody's got ingrained in him some really good fundamental work. And this is impressive stuff to watch. So something that Pat Mahomes made famous is just, variant alt arm angles. It's cool just having that baseball background and acumen. You could throw from the side. It's like a double play. It's fun to watch. But when you have some height, there's something you could do. Just throw right over the guy. I am so going to tag Brad Kai on this play on Twitter for the simple fact I know he loves this play. It's all verticals. And somewhere, Mark Richt is smiling. But in all seriousness, it is all verticals. And I really appreciate Aaron McLaughlin, quarterback, 6'4", 225 from Denmark High School's ability to really find the guy and to throw him out of harm's way. Here you go. He's going to go ahead and right here, the number 2 wide receiver out here to the boundary. He's going to go ahead and beat it. Now watch where the throw is. It's going to go ahead and be on that outside shoulder to kind of go ahead and protect him and get away from this single high safety in the cover 3. There's the tackle, but good job. First down.